I wonder, from your experience, you touched on EOS there, there's so much going on in the world at the moment. There's so much pressure on businesses. Where would you sort of suggest an organization that's kind of just beginning their journey in your space? Where do they start, and what are the first few things they do, and how long does it sort of typically take somebody to just begin to get the wheels sort of turning and get some rhythm around this model?
Yeah, look, I think the starting point is to develop a cadence. So, we'd certainly suggest that the weekly meetings and the agenda that you set for those meetings is a great way to start. One of the other things that we really like to work with our clients on from the early stages too is that they create a culture of what we call a healthy team structure. So what we mean by that is that the best businesses and the best teams have an environment where people can make recommendations or suggestions or have opinions without fear or favour of offending anyone. Everything's done for the greater good of that business. And if you can create that culture where everyone feels safe to bring their opinions to the table and debate them, you're always going to get the best result. So starting as early as you can on that is also really important. And then just getting a rough idea of where you want to be, and start small. Like where do you want to be in the next 3 months? What are the main priorities for the business that the leadership team have to knock over in that next 90 days? And then the 90 days after that, then you start to think, okay, well, what's our 1 year plan? Where do we see ourselves in 3 years? And start to spend some time really thinking about that. But once you've thought about it, don't just leave that on a top shelf somewhere as a strategy document to gather dust. Make it a working, breathing document where in your weekly meetings and your regular catch-ups, you're checking in to see, okay, what have we done this week or what have we done this month to move us close to what we said our 1 year target was going to be? A lot of companies don't do that bit. We call that getting traction. A lot of companies will set and forget their vision and wonder why at the end of the year they didn't achieve all the goals they'd set. The main reason was they didn't review them enough and they weren't taking the appropriate actions to make them become a reality. So that would be the main tips to get started with that model.